Design of timber stairs step-by-step guide using an example. Now, let's calculate the step rise. To determine the number of risers for your stairs, divide the total rise by 7 inches. For example, if your total rise is 36.25 inches, divide that by 7 to get 5.17. Since we can't have partial steps, we'll round it to the nearest whole number, which is 5. So, the step or riser height will be 7.25 inches. Next, let's figure out the step run and total run. If you mount your stringers as shown in the diagrams, where the top step on the stringer is one step below the top landing, the number of treads will always be one less than the number of rises. In our example, we have 4 treads. If we use a tread depth of 10.5 inches, we can calculate the total run by multiplying the number of treads by the tread depth. So, in this case, the total run will be 4 treads x 10.5 inches, which gives us a total run of 42 inches. Now that we have our rise, run, and total run, it's time to lay out our stair stringers. Grab your framing square, carpenter's pencil, circular saw, and jigsaw or handsaw. The stair stringers should be made from 2x12 framing lumber, preferably number 1 grade and free of knots. To lay out the first stringer, place a 2x12 on top of 2 sawhorses. Using the inside of the framing square, line up 10.5 inches on one edge of the 2x12 and 7.25 inches on the other inside edge of the square. Mark the 2x12 with a pencil along the inside edges of the framing square to mark the first step. Repeat this process for the remaining steps, ensuring that each step is correctly aligned with the previous one. Before cutting your stringers, double-check all of your measurements, and carefully plan how you will attach, or not attach, a solid riser at the upper connection point of your stringer. Depending on your design, you may need to adjust the depth of your stringer's top step. Now that we have our stringers laid out, it's time to make the primary cuts using a circular saw. Remember, do not cut past the layout marks with the circular saw. Once you've made the primary cuts, use a jigsaw or handsaw to finish each cut. And don't forget, building code requires at least 5 inches of uncut wood left on the stringer for structural integrity. Voila! You've successfully cut your stringers, and now you're ready to start building your stairs. Just follow the same process for the remaining stringers using the first one as a pattern.